Cam. Hawaiian immersion advocates and students recently rallied at the Department of Education to make state testing more fair. They want standardized tests to be developed into Hawaiian, but it looks like the issue has been shelved for this session. And joining us this morning with more is Kalehua Krug, the vice chair of Aha Kauleo, which is the Hawaiian Immersion Advisory Council. Good morning and aloha.
Hi, aloha. Cool.
Thanks for joining us this morning.
No problem.
So let's talk about this bill that went through the legislature and was finally shelved. What would it have done for these standardized tests?
I think it would have established a method by which the Department of Education could develop the standardized assessments through the Hawaiian language and collaborate with the community experts who are the Hawaiian language speakers to make sure that there's a cultural alignment and a curricular alignment between the language, the curriculum of the school, and the expectation of what was to be assessed on the assessment.
And that's not simply a translation, it's really developing the test into Hawaiian, right? Using things that Hawaiian students understand?
Well, I think when you translate from another language, you're also bringing that worldview and the cultural beliefs and the values that come along with a language. It's hard to separate culture and language. So in the assessments, that's what actually we're seeing through giving the children this assessment, is that the English worldview, the English was actually pervasive in the assessment, and so it was confusing at times, so developing it through Hawaiian language.
So there was this big rally recently at the DOE, and several DOE administrators were there. It looks like people wanted to move forward on this issue. So where does it go now?
Well, right now we do have a commitment by the Department of Education that they're going to continue this collaborative effort to assess the students and develop these assessments through Hawaiian language. So we have a positive direction. The Board of Education is on board too, but we'll see.
Yeah, and it looks like Hawaiian immersion has been in our school system for more than 20 years now, so a lot of milestones there. Where do you see things going in the future for these Hawaiian students?
Well, I think the future is bright for all of the Hawaiian language students, because those are the students carrying both official languages of the state of Hawaii, and that's how we're accountable to. Our state constitution is developing those children who can speak and be literate in both languages.
Well, thank you so much for highlighting this important issue. Kalehua, mahalo.
Mahalo to you. Aloha.